Hey guys, today I'm going to show you how to set up a bullet journal. Bullet journals are a super fun, customizable way of tracking everything from your schoolwork, events with friends, and even keeping notes. This helps you to be more organized and focused. The great thing about bullet journals is the amount of customization you can do. Traditional organizers and even digital organizers only provide prefabricated templates to manage your daily life, defeating the whole purpose of bullet journaling. For true bullet journaling, you need an app that doesn't get in your way and allows you to do the same things possible with its analog relative. One of the main reasons LifeCloud was created is to give you that same flexibility, making it the only place for online bullet journaling. There are also some added benefits to doing it on LifeCloud, including the flexibility to add things like video and digital photos. Unlike a physical book, things can be deleted, added to, or moved around. You can share your bullet journal with any of your friends wherever they are, even allowing them to add to it. And it's available to you wherever you go, in your phone and laptop, so you can't lose it.
On the main dashboard, in Recent Activity, click the button to add a new entry. Choose a book. Let's name our book 2019 Bullet Journal. Add a picture to make it look nice. I think the picture is too big. Click the picture to edit. Select an original small image size and click the image again to select it. We'll add the ordered index component, which will serve as our bullet journal index. Now let's add a calendar component so we can easily see all events within our bullet journal. Select responsive display and leave the default options of grid. Now the index and calendar are stacked horizontally. Click on the text, clear it out, and click Save. Click on the calendar icon, choose Month Display, and choose Show All Descendants to see all levels of activity in our bullet journal. We'll add one more image for a finishing touch. Once everything is set up, click Add Book to create our bullet journal. Click its name to open it. In our bullet journal, let's add our first section. Select a diary and call it Daily Journal to keep our journal entries. Add an image and then add the journal entries component, which is an easy way to add journal entries. Get rid of the text that was automatically added, and we'll add a final image to make it look really pretty. Once ready, we'll click on Add Diary, which adds it to our bullet journal and immediately shows in our index. Click on Daily Journal to open it. In our Daily Journal diary, click the Add Journal Entry button to add our first one. It's not necessary to give it a name, so we'll just add the About text. Once we click Add Journal Entry, it appears right inside our diary. So far, it's looking really good. Click the breadcrumb to go back to our bullet journal. Let's add our next section, a list to hold our weekly to-dos. Add the to-do list component, which groups to-dos into lists. After we add our list, click the name to open it. Let's add our first to-do list. This one will be for the first week of August. After we add it, it shows up on the page and we simply click on it to open the to-do. Let's add a few to-dos. Simply type in the text and hit enter to add it. Let's add another list for the second week in August. And add some to-dos to that list. Once we're finished, we'll click back up to our bullet journal and add our next section. This time, we'll add a schedule to track our daily habits. We'll add the calendar component, this time keeping the default settings, which shows the day view instead of the full month. I forgot to add an image and now it appears under the calendar instead of on top. The Move menu appears, which allows me to move it up. Close out the Move menu and save our habit tracker schedule. Inside the habit tracker, we can easily track habits simply by clicking on the hour of the day in our calendar. Doing laundry takes more than an hour. Click on the date to change this. Select the end date, change the time in the drop-down list, and click the Accept checkmark. Then add date, which then shows the updated date for this event. Add our event, which then shows in the chosen time for that day. Let's add something at noon. Dinner with Dad. Now both events show up and I can click on one to open that event. Click on the breadcrumb to go back up to the habit tracker, then one more time to go back up to our bullet journal. I like to remember good quotes that I hear. So for our next section, we'll add a folder to keep track of these quotes. Let's choose a really cool image. And add the notes component, which is a quick and easy way to keep track of notes. Inside our Quotes to Remember folder, we can easily add a couple of notes using the attached Notes component. Simply type the quote and hit Enter to add it. I'm not so crazy about this bland yellow and would like something more colorful. Click on the Entry menu and select Edit. Click on the Notes component icon to edit its settings, one of which is the color of the notes. Let's choose random colors. Click Done, then save the folder. Now our notes looks really nice and colorful. Back in our bullet journal, we'll add another list. This one to track movies we want to watch. Scroll down to the Goals component, which is a great way to keep track of goals, including marking them as accomplished. In our Movies I Want to Watch list, we'll add our first goal. Keep in mind, we can add as many images or video as we like to an entry or none at all. After adding the goal, we can easily set a date we want to accomplish it by. The date we choose immediately shows with the goal. Let's add a goal for the next movie we want to watch. For this, I don't have an image in my storage account, so I'll click the Upload button to add one. Click Choose File to open the file chooser for your device, and select the file, which is then uploaded and attached to this goal. We have some goals to accomplish. Let's go back up to our bullet journal and add another list. This time, it'll be books I want to read. We'll add the same goals component we did for our movies list. Once added, open it up and add our first goal. I like to keep track of all the cool people I meet, so let's add a final list called People I've Met. For this, we'll add the People component. But instead of scanning for it, we can use the search in the component dialog to find it quicker. In the People I've Met list, we'll add our first person. Mouse the cat. Because animals are people too, right? Let's add another person. All right, we have our first two people that we've met. Back in our bullet journal, our index is all done. Now we can reorder this section simply by dragging and dropping. Now that we set everything up, let's get rid of these buttons up here since they just get in the way. Click on the Entry menu, select Edit, then click on the index icon to open its settings. We have options to hide the Add buttons and even the footer of the index, which has the index item count. Now the buttons are gone and our bullet journal looks much cleaner. Here's how it looks on my LifeCloud domain, which is my own personalized LifeCloud website. I'll add a link in this video's description on how to get your own. Since our bullet journal is the home page, the navigation automatically shows all the sections, allowing us to easily click into each one. We have our weekly to-do list and we can check off our to-dos, movies I want to watch, all the people I've met, books that I want to read where we can mark each one as accomplished, all our quotes to remember, and our habit tracker. Everything is also available to us on our mobile device. All the sections are there, and we can work with our bullet journal just as we would on our laptop. One final trick. In the LifeCloud app, we want to quickly link to our bullet journal. In the app, navigate to your bullet journal, click on the Control Panel button, then click the Add Destination button, then add Current Destination. A quick link to our bullet journal is now in our Control Panel so we can quickly get to it.
We're always looking for suggestions on how to improve the platform so that you can be more creative with your bullet journal. Feel free to leave us a comment and some suggestions if you prefer. This just scratches the surface of all the things you can do with your bullet journaling on LifeCloud, the only productive social media platform and your life network.